Hello and welcome to another update from the Wildlife Trust on COP15, the crucial UN conference on biodiversity that is now underway in Montreal, Canada. COP15 was opened on Wednesday this week by the UN General Secretary, Antonio Guterres, and Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada. The Secretary General said some really strong words, that we must make peace with nature and that we're currently treating nature like a toilet.
Multinational corporations are filling their bank accounts while emptying our world of its natural gifts. Ecosystems have become playthings of profit. With our bottomless appetite for unchecked and unequal economic growth, humanity has become a weapon of mass extinction. We are treating nature like a toilet, and ultimately, we are committing suicide by proxy.
Trudeau, in particular, called out some of those nations for the biggest responsibility in protecting nature.
The world's 5 biggest countries, Russia, Canada, and China, the 2 countries involved in hosting this meeting, the US and Brazil, represent over 50% of the world's forests. Canada has the world's longest coastline. Russia has the world's largest boreal forest, and the world's largest wetland, the Pantanal, is primarily in Brazil. That's a big responsibility for big countries. And progress is being made, no doubt. But of the world's 5 biggest countries, none of us is yet at 30% of both our land and waters protected.
As the negotiations opened, 46 countries, including the UK, have called on COP15 to collaborate and conclude negotiations on an ambitious post-2020 deal. There were some notable absent signatories, including India, Brazil, Russia and China on that list. But those 46 countries pushed for restoring billions of hectares of land, safeguarding indigenous peoples and aligning finances. And of course, they also called on countries to meet that crucial 30 by 30 target. That's protecting 30% of land and sea for nature by 2030. But a big question is, how is the UK doing on this target? Are we due to meet this in 2030, or are we quite a way off? The 30 by 30 target is a really crucial one for turning around the declines in nature. Because we know that if we want to put nature into recovery, our protected sites, the sites that are best for wildlife, need to be bigger, they need to be in better condition, we need more of them, and we need to connect them to make sure nature can move around. So that's why we need at least a minimum of 30% of land protected for nature. The UK has committed to this target 2 years ago, but unfortunately is a way off meeting it. At the moment, we've got about 3.22 land which is protected for nature. That's up from just 3% a year ago, an increase of just 0.22%. So it has huge strides to go in order to meet that target by the end of the decade. The picture's a little better at sea. A maximum of 8% of English waters is currently protected for nature. That's up from 4% a year ago. So the UK government really needs to get its act into gear, particularly designating more sites, making sure those sites we currently have are in better condition, and creating more space for nature through new designations and investing in the recovery of nature. There's also going to be a big march in Montreal this weekend, which will see public demonstrations and people going on the streets to call for more ambitious actions and outcomes in the negotiations to save nature. Stay tuned with the Wildlife Trust updates in the coming weeks, and we'll keep you informed on what's going on and whether the UK government is really pushing other countries to agree an ambitious post-2020 deal for nature.